Hi, Biffs.
Hey, Beth.
You're Abby.
Dear Kiki.
Captain.
Red flag.
Cheers to you.
Desperate housewife.
Pinot Grigio.
Doesn't want to marry
Booster
you.
power.
Love you like I
More
love you.
wine. Drinking.
Don't talk to yourself.
Cheers, Biff.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ill-advised.
Ill-advised. This is ill-advised.
Hey, Biffs.
Hello.
Hello and welcome.
Oh, welcome to Ill-advised.
The podcast where two best friends tell you what to do when someone else already has.
Like your auntie.
And not her fuckboy.
Yeah.
Because I don't know you.
Because you ain't my uncle.
You ain't my
Uncle.
daddy once removed. Right? Right? Fuck you. I'll fuck you. Imagine.
Wouldn't your real uncle be your daddy once removed?
Semantics is all I have for that. I don't think that's even accurate. I don't think you can have a daddy removed. Maybe that's your grandfather, actually.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Like your grandfather.
Or your dad.
Once removed.
And how you doing, Beth?
Good. I have my oldest sibling and his family came to visit from South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a little family bash this past weekend, which was
Nice,
lovely.
nice.
Yes.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, it was perfect.
How's my queenie?
Fabulous.
She's my queenie.
She's fabulous.
Excellent.
How
That's perfect.
are you?
I'm good. I'm in denial that I'm not happy because of my work situation, and that's fine. Doesn't sound like denial anymore when you say it out loud, does it? And
I think that is the cross for acceptance.
yes, thank you. I am at where I'm at, and I'm okay with it.
Amen.
You know, today was just, our summer has been very rainy, and
Oh my gosh.
I'm just feeling what the weather is reflecting today otherwise, and I am dressed like leggings.
You look great.
Thank
in leggings. BT dubs.
I told you this earlier, but like, I looked at and I was like, do I look like leggings today? And he's like, no. I was like, do I look like I want to be wearing leggings today? He's like, sure. I was like, that's the right answer.
You're the male leggings.
I am the male leggings. I am the leggings, not what I'm wearing. I am.
You are.
I just wanted to be like, this is athleisure at its finest.
I know every woman.
Here you go, guys. Athleisure at its finest.
You better put that away.
Oh, aye.
Did you just blush?
No, did I? Oh, no.
No, it's just 72 degrees in here.
Oh, is that it?
Got it.
Damn, that's 1 degree above normal. Wine?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's do it. I decided that this week we were going to drink a tarot card. I don't know if they can see this, but
Let me see it.
it's literally looks like a tarot
Ooh,
card
I like
on the
her.
label. I thought you would. I think this was $11.99. The brand, the company is the winemaker,
The
winery company. Prophecy. Buttery Chardonnay 2019 from California.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, it is a tarot card.
Stop.
It's the Empress is on the front.
Yes.
So I'm wondering if they have different cards on different
they
bottles.
must. Let's check them out.
We should. At Prophecy Wines, our inspiration comes from the beauty of the harvest and the possibility of greatness in a glass. Our wines are sourced from premier global growing regions, individually selected to bear each of the varietal's defining characteristics. Prophecy Chardonnay showcases some of the best of California. The wine's smooth and buttery mouthfeel is balanced by refreshing notes of rich pear, tropical fruit, spiced apple, and creamy vanilla with just a dash of oak. Prophecy Wines. Drink responsibly. Cheers.
Cheers. Sounds like it's going to taste good.
It better taste good. Smells great.
Smells sour.
Your face looks sour.
Gosh. My jaw.
Your face looks like it has a Best Buy date.
Wait, my face?
Just the face you made after you stuffed
Or
the
this
wine.
wine has a Best Buy date?
I don't know. It has a touch of oak, so maybe.
Oh, you're right.
Let's go. Ready? I was so happy with it until the oak slapped me in the fucking dick.
It's a lot of slapping.
It's a lot of slapping. It's a really loud noise.
It's a really
Holy
large
oak.
oak.
This is Fuck you. I hope you.
Took you long enough.
It did take me a little bit. A half a second is a half a second too long. This is not a dash of oak. This is straight up oak.
This is like I tapped a tree and this came out.
Right. Biff, I don't think I've ever given.
Well, we have to be fair because it's good otherwise. People might really like oaky wines.
If you like oaky wines, I'm going to give this a 12 out of 5.
Yeah. I was going to say, if you like oaky wines, this is actually really good.
And I don't mind oaky wines, but I think that this, like, it says a splash of oak, and I really just taste oak. Okay, the second taste wasn't so bad. All right, the third one. First to cleanse, second to acclimate, and go. It's still very oaky to me.
Yeah, it definitely is. It wasn't as the first
pungent, sip. Yeah. As Best Buy.
Yeah.
What would you give it?
I don't know, because
you're looking at me like you want me to give my score first.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 2.
I'm with you. Because I
a 2.
am not buying this for myself.
I am not buying it.
And I'm also not bringing this to a party.
No.
However,
well, I mean, actually, I would bring it if someone brought it to my house and left it there.
Re-gift.
I'd bring it back to their party.
Re-gift.
I heard this is your favorite.
However, in Prophecy's defense, if I ever hear in conversation somebody preferring oaky wine, I would absolutely recommend this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, me too, if I remember.
True.
I don't remember what I had for breakfast.
Very true.
Well,
all right,
whatever. I'll drink it. But yeah, a 2. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Prophecy, but I will give your other wines a try for sure.
And we love the bottle.
We love the bottle. Listen, presentation's everything.
Anyways.
We have questions. GLE, in case you're interested. And the title of this one is, Can I Make a Relationship Work with Someone I Met on the Internet? From January 24th, 2017. And Biff and I have our own personal stakes in this question.
Neve and Max.
You're all about, yeah.
Oh my God, are you talking about when we were like 16?
Well, we were
Christian?
like 19. Oh my God, Spence. My heart broke. You fucking asshole. You fucking asshole. Guys, all right, we need a sidebar before we even start.
No, I'm embarrassed.
I
fell in love with no one.
The fact that we're still friends is a fucking miracle.
Anomaly.
Literally.
Actual anomaly.
What was I like? Fresh out. We were like maybe 20. 19,
I feel
20.
like we were like...
I remember I was in Tewksbury. I left work to go get my Nextel fixed down the street.
Did you have the chirp?
The chirp. when you were texting me, and you're like, I have something to tell you. I'm like, I've been flirting with some random dude that's not the dude I thought I was flirting with.
12-year-old kid that
you let me get catfished. Okay, I guess that was it, huh? Story's over.
So it's wicked funny because I talked to him for a long time, like a year.
That's it? I thought it was way longer.
Oh, it probably was, because I feel like I was like 16. So when you said 19,
oh, maybe.
Probably started talking to him when I was like 16.
These are the MySpace days.
Was it even?
Yeah.
It was the AIM
and MySpace.
So I met him on the pool. The games, the online pool thing. You know what I mean?
Can you do that hand motion one more time?
Well, because it was like the actual like pool. And then I like just zero part of me was choosing to believe that he was a fucking catfish. Also, back when I was 16, I didn't know what a catfish was.
Right, we were super gullible before the internet had
But
definitions.
then he like brought up this super hot friend of his that was just so happened to be gay, and like I totally made you think that I actually knew Christian in real life.
Yes.
But really I was being catfished, and then do catfish. Yeah, so anyways, continue.
Yeah, let me continue.
Yeah, also, fuck you, Christian.
Fuck you, Christian. Fuck you, Spence. Same person.
I was gonna say, same motherfucking ass motherfucker.
Fine ass motherfucker. I found him.
That picture.
And he's straight, and it's not pretty.
Wait, you found him recently?
No, just back then.
Oh.
Yeah, no. Him and his girlfriend celebrating New Year's, pretending they were happy, even though he's gay. Okay. So back to why I can't sleep at night
was
still.
Actually a 12-year-old.
You're probably right.
And not a 16-year-old.
So can I make
Or
my
it was a
relationship
female.
work with someone?
Which, thinking
Now
now,
they're both fucked.
thinking back on it now,
Oh my god.
I feel like that's the accurate.
That might be actually,
Christian was a female.
Spence was a chick.
You ain't gay after all.
Oh,
My mom was
it's been
right.
so long.
Dale was right.
It's been so long.
No double sausage pizza.
No extra sausage pizza, please.
Hold the pizza.
Hold the pizza. Oh.
Okay, go. They hate us.
They do hate us.
We love you guys. Sorry.
Guys, we love you. We're going to try and make these quick, okay? So, hi, Gigi.
No, that ain't what they're here for.
No, that's not what they're here for.
Hi, Gigi Ankles.
Hi, Gigi. I'm going to visit a man I met on the internet in August. Yay. We have talked on the phone,
what you
texted
think.
daily, Skyped, sent daily pictures and regular videos. I'm not worried about him being who he says he is. What I'm worried about is I'm looking forward to being intimate with him. All we want to do is stay in the hotel together. Do you think it's too soon? Should we wait for another visit? S.
Yes. Why are you so confused?
Because I had an answer that I was about to blurt out when you said yes, and now I don't want to fucking blurt it out.
Your answer was no.
My answer was bone him.
Okay, fair enough. Would you like to,
No, not really.
That's it.
Just listen. People have done a lot worse.
So,
And it's 2022 now. This was 2017, but like people meet on the internet to hook up all the time.
absolutely.
So to me,
Tinder.
it's no different.
Tinder.
You know what I mean?
Swipe if you want the pipe.
Is that the new fucking motto?
No, just came out of my mouth right now.
I want to be the Tinder swindler just because it rhymes. Is that a thing?
You didn't watch the fucking Netflix Tinder Swindler?
Oh, is that probably where I got it from?
I hope so.
I hope so. I didn't watch it, but maybe I saw it.
How did you miss the Tinder Swindler?
Dude, I'm in my own world.
Fair enough. So, yeah, no, I get what you're saying and where you're going, and I agree. My brain went to, if you really like him and you want something with him, don't bang him, right? Like the age-old make him wait thing. Not like, oh my god, he's the internet guy. What if he's the Tinder swindler? Like, you know what I mean? Like, my brain didn't go to like that.
Right. But like
My brain went
the
to,
old
like-
adage, you know, you catch more sausage with olives than you do with sausage.
Well, it depends on who you are.
I'm going to live off of this fucking metaphor forever.
I know.
Sustenance, motherfucker. Yeah, I think, I guess I don't feel strongly either way. I think the one thing that you got to look out for is when this person sees, like, a picture and videos are always different than in person, and the chemistry is a big deal too.
I agree. However, I feel like the live FaceTime chats are really telling.
I guess it depends on
You know what I
how
mean?
far the conversations go, how much they show. Because if we're thinking FaceTime and our phones being here, like we're seeing from like the shoulder up, and you know, attraction is a big component.
As we spoke of last week.
Yeah, it's a huge component. So I think go in there with.
Yeah, but I feel like you can really kind of get a feel for your
I agree.
vibe, your connection
I agree.
on like the live videos, the FaceTimes
Yeah.
and the video chats.
I totally agree with you. 2017, they had FaceTime. When did FaceTime come out?
Bro,
2007 was when the iPhone came out, so yeah, 2017 they must have had FaceTime. Bro, I don't know. Last time I had an iPhone, it was like the 3S or something stupid. Like, I don't fucking know.
the rounded curve.
Yes, that's exactly it.
I think that was my dad's.
And there was
first
no
iPhone, too.
FaceTime back then. I don't know how long ago that was.
Probably when iPhones came out.
Probably. Yeah, I think, but still go in, you know, don't be shocked to be or don't be
If it's
surprised.
completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say go in wanting to, strip your olive, but like be
But
aware
keep
that
the sausage in its casing.
yeah, until you're ready to put it on the pizza.
And cook it. That just
Shut up.
I just thought of Jeffrey Dahmer.
Fucking.
Yeah, so my answer is if you're not concerned about like, oh my god, if I have sex with him too soon, he's not gonna want me, then go for it.
Yeah, that's
But
not
if
everybody, and that's not the
if
case
that's
for
your
everyone.
concern, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. There's been lots of people that like banged on the first date and then never stopped banging.
Right.
25 years later.
Yeah, all
So
three of them.
fucking, yeah. Not my parents.
No, my parents. Definitely not my parents.
But yeah, I think just the fact that like they have the video chats and like the like that.
Yeah.
I think that helps a lot. And
Yeah.
it's not just like you're going in blind and think you're meeting Christian and it's really Christina.
So this is quite the response. So we have our responses, right? Our stance. Like,
Yeah, I feel like you didn't really sum yours up. But
I don't feel like
I covered both our bases.
You totally did, because the only thing that I would hold back on is kind of like seeing to make sure that the attraction was there, rather than like amp myself up to like, you know what I mean? Like,
So
make sure I
wouldn't be
midsummer
worried
Z'd
about
my vagina.
You wouldn't be worried about like, oh, if we hook up on the first night, then like it could potentially fizzle out.
Not if it's somebody that I spoke to for a long time and sex came up in conversation.
Yeah, but
like those are the kinds of
never
things
met
that
in person. Genuine curiosity.
I think I would just let the night dictate itself. With
No pun
something-
intended.
Yeah,
Dictate. So
yeah, dictate itself.
Yeah.
No, I would just let the night do.
I think I just need to get laid.
I think you do. Yeah.
Sausage. I want our sausage pizza, by the way.
We have pizza with sausage on it, which is why we're having this fucking at 10:40 p.m.
I know, we ain't even drunk this time, so we have
know.
like no... Okay, so what's the answer?
So this one's long, but I'm going to try to see if I can sum it up
Yeah.
for a response. Hey, S. Ooh, girl. This is juicy. I love a good story of an internet romance. Now, obviously, my first piece of advice on all of this was going to be that you make sure he's not catfishing you.
Well, she video chatted him.
If you've Skyped a bunch of times and sent a ton of photos, you know he is probably who he says he is, or at least that he exists. So I'm not worried about it from that perspective, but you can never be too careful. That being said, you have to do some things for me and the people who you love. Your friends need to know which hotel you're staying at. Dude, why don't we think safety? Can we?
Because I wish a motherfucker would. That's why.
Go ahead, take the sausage off my pizza.
This is all olive pizza now.
Oh my god. We need a pizza cutter for this one. Yeah, we do. It's a motherfucking olive pizza. That's fucking great. So yes, please, if you're gonna do something like this,
Safety first.
always make sure. Right, I don't even care.
And not just the sausage.
Right, not just the sausage. You just tell people where you are. Tell your best friend where you are. To expect a text message with a code of whether or not you're.
Yeah, if you got the FaceTime, drop your location.
Yeah, always.
Just make sure your best friend is an iPhone user. That's a
Whatever. I never tell you when I hook up anyway. So
No fucking shit.
I tell you like months later.
Right.
It may sound like overkill, but your life and safety are never to be taken lightly. It's not overkill.
Yeah.
They are never to be taken lightly. If you tell me you're planning to go to where he is and not tell anyone, I will scream. Going to hotels with strange men you think you know is how you end up becoming the real life inspiration of an episode of SVU. Spoiler alert, you're the body.
Ooh.
True story. Anyway, back to the physical contact thing. Yes, you can totally be intimate with this man if he ends up not being a sociopath. Get it, girl. You do not have to wait around like a nun if the passion and fire are there. You're going to a different state, I assume, to visit him. We could go all night off of this shit.
All night.
Oh my god, this one's... I might have to read the whole thing.
Okay, go for it.
You're going to a different state, I assume, to visit him. There is nothing wrong with making the rendezvous hot and heavy. If you really like him and he really likes you, what's stopping you? You're an adult and can make your own decisions. Don't deprive yourself of an orgasm because of some outdated idea of what makes a woman a lady. Living by impossible standards is not good for anyone. Let your freak flag fly, mama. In fact, get yourself a new sex toy for the occasion. Just getting hotter and hotter here.
Okay, can we do one thing at a time here?
Have him buy something he wants to try too. Hotel sex is the best sex because you can get away with a lot, make a ton of noise, and the setting is a sex novelty.
Do you live with your mom?
Beg to differ. I think outdoor, heavy rain, midnight sex is the best sex. Heavy, not just rain, heavy rain. Like the kind that you could actually shower underneath. I wish you the very best and good luck with the whole long distance thing. It's a hard path, but if you truly like someone enough, you can make it work. Have fun. Love your favorite internet auntie, XOXOGG.
I love that. She called herself internet auntie.
Yeah. Auntie GG.
The G is for grab your ankles.
I like this one. I think the only thing that we kind of left out was the safety part.
Right.
And maybe some other stuff, but...
Because I wish a motherfucker would.
Because you wish a motherfucker would. Yeah, I don't have any qualms with her response. I actually agree with it. The safety part I really wish we had thought of. We're idiots. Or I feel like we are, but we're not because we're wonderful and we eat sausage pizza.
Sausage and olive. Mm-hmm. I'd like to just clarify.
Yeah, it's a round robin here.
Round robin?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
It's a saying. Why are you looking at me like I have 30 heads?
Did your grandmother say that?
I don't know. My grandmother said something in Portuguese.
Did she say round robin?
Probably not.
Or you thought she said round robin and it was really something completely different?
A tournament in which each competitor plays in turn against every other. Oh. Not a round robin.
I literally never heard that in my life. I love that you just googled it right now.
Guys, it's totally a round robin. Oh, okay. No, I didn't use it out of term. Okay, the second definition is a petition, especially one with signatures written in a circle to conceal the order of writing. Well, I guess I just went on the petition part. Like we're all... You know what? Fuck it.
We all signed our signatures in a circle.
That's right. It's a circle jerk now.
Caw, bitch.
Are we ready for the next one?
Yes.
The next one?
Sure.
Okay. Dear Abby, my girlfriend is Jewish. I am not. Her mother recently found out that I am not circumcised.
Oh.
She's been putting pressure on me to get snipped. Circumcision at my age would hurt a lot. I am not sure what I should do. What do you suggest? Doesn't like pain.
So the girlfriend?
The mother.
Right, the girlfriend's mother.
Right, yes.
Wants the boyfriend to get it circumcised. Did it say their age?
Mm-mm.
Either way, you're not a newborn baby, so I can only imagine. I mean, I don't... Biff, you have something to say?
I did it at 14.
Would you have preferred to have it have been done while you were a newborn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Of course. There's always some sort of pain associated with any surgical procedure.
Right.
Whether it's day surgery for an hour or, your billion-hour surgery.
So when you got it done at 14, was that on your own accord? Like, was that something like you wanted, or was it like, okay.
Yep.
At 14, really?
At 14.
Can I ask why? Or is that like, not?
I just wanted it. You know what it was is, this goes way back to
14 feels super young to
it goes back to being like afraid to come out, afraid to be gay, but also hearing and learning that being uncut was unclean and more susceptible to holding in viruses and diseases. And so if I ever decided to act on my homosexuality, quote unquote, my homosexuality, then that I would just be inviting disease, etc. Also, they looked prettier on porn.
That was really your 14-year-old mindset?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
And I didn't know that was something that your parents elected. So I asked my doctor about it.
Without your mom.
Well, my doctor brought it to my mom's attention.
Right, but
Yep.
prior to.
Yep. So I was like, why am I not circumcised? And the doctor's like, well, your parents didn't choose to. And I was like, wait, hold on. This is on those motherfuckers? Like,
right.
You know, I was like 13 or 14 when I had that conversation. But then I remember having that conversation with the doctor and my mom. And I mean, the doctor spun it so that surgery and so that insurance covered it. So it wasn't cosmetic, but it was probably less than a year or a year later than it actually happened.
So was it cultural for your mom to not make that decision? Well,
I want to say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's not very common that I'm sorry, let me not say that. The U.S. is one of the few countries that circumcises. The U.S., Israel, but it's really a cultural thing and a religious thing in some cases. So
did your mom have any qualms when you brought it up at 13, 14?
I don't remember. I do remember she was like, your uncle's a doctor, let him look. I was like, no.
Because what 13-year-old boy?
Let him look to make sure it's okay. I said, no.
Right.
But that was pretty much it. He did not look.
So, knowing.
But also, I'm not trying to say, like, get it done. I'm just saying, bitch, you're afraid of nothing.
Yeah.
But we all have different tolerances for pain, too.
I was going to say, if you know now, would you have done it again?
The experience that I had was very...
like routine mild. Surgery type?
Routine surgery, stuff. In and out, no complications. It took me longer to wait to get in the operating room. And it might have even taken longer for me to get out of the general anesthesia. But a lot of places do local anesthesia right now, which doesn't sound pleasant because they have to literally inject your peen. Mm-hmm. But if that's the worst of it, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. No, yeah, I get it.
But that's just me saying, like, okay, it's not as painful as you think, but also at 14, I had obviously a higher pain tolerance than you do. But I don't think you need to go out of your way to get circumcised for your girlfriend's mother.
Yeah, I agree.
But it is a Jewish thing. I'm not really sure what it is, though. They have, like, whole ceremonies for a bris to circumcise their males.
Was Jesus circumcised? I should ask Dale.
You should ask Dale. Yeah, she would know.
All my brothers are circumcised. I don't know if that's weird for me to know, but in my family, it's a thing.
Commonplace.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but my point for that is that my mom's also super religious, as you know. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if that, for my mom, has anything to do with...
Well, Jesus was Jewish.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't know if that, or because I'm assuming my dad had no qualms about it. Otherwise, I can't imagine my brothers would all have been circumcised. I have 4 brothers, for you guys listening. So
they should know by now.
But true.
But if this is your first time listening, shame on you.
So I'm curious what religious tie that has to...
I'm not really sure, but I know it's part of the Jewish faith.
I'm really curious
also,
what that...
it's a girlfriend, right? So he's not marrying in. He hasn't proposed as far as we know.
Yeah, but like, even if he did.
Well,
like,
here's the thing. It's very important in the Jewish faith that a Jewish person marry a Jewish person.
Right.
And I could understand maybe the argument on the mother's behalf. Just the argument, not the reasoning, but the argument on her side if they were engaged and they were getting married and he was converting for her. Mm-hmm. That doesn't even seem like the case.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
Like, in order to become Jewish, you need
to be circumcised. Right. And even back in the day, the military, if you were not circumcised in the U.S., they would send you to get circumcised. Oh. So there's a lot to fucking gauge here. So, are you looking up the bris?
I'm just trying to find why, like, it's so important to them.
Yeah, I don't really know. I've never just been curious enough to ask, to be honest with you.
20 facts about Jewish circumcision.
Go on. Do we need to read all 20?
God commanded Abraham to circumcise himself.
Oh.
When Abraham was 99 years old.
Oh.
Okay, so when he was 99 years old, God appeared to him and instructed him to circumcise himself and all of the male members of his household, including his 13-year-old son. After the circumcision, God sent angels to inform Abraham that his wife Sarah would give birth to Isaac, the long-awaited heir to Abraham's tradition.
Wow. So why...
There is no female circumcision in Judaism.
Excellent. I guess why do it in front of everyone?
Guess.
That's
Yeah.
right?
I didn't know that. That's
Yeah. It's like it's a celebration.
So it's like a baptism, but
It's like a dick
Of, like-
guillotine for the public.
okay.
Yeah.
Jews have risked their lives to circumcise their sons.
Oh, that's nice.
I didn't know that this was this big of a thing.
You didn't?
No,
I thought that was like a common knowledge thing.
I had no clue. So, like, circumcising your kid, like, if I ever had a son, I would probably have him circumcised at birth, because
That's just...
that's just a thing.
There's
But I
also a
didn't-
movement, too, to stop circumcising your kids. It's mutilation. There are some people who actually have pain because of a circumcision when they have an erection or in general. Some people argue that their dicks would be bigger if they didn't have a circumcision because it constrains the growth of the penis, and which contributes to pain,
Right.
right? Like, there's literally a whole movement. I went to Pride with Wyatt in 2018, I think, and we marched in the parade, and that was one of the things that people were picketing, like, stop circumcision. It is mutilation of the male body, etc., etc.
So if you had a son right now, would you have him circumcised? I won't ask
No.
if Wyatt is, because he's
No.
old enough to...
Right. No, because I know more now. I know more now, and it's not important.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then if he grew up and was 14 and said, Dad, I want to get circumcised.
It's your body, your decision. Yeah, it would be like me telling my daughter, like, no, you can't go on birth control, or you're pregnant, no, you can't get an abortion, or your body, your choice.
Well, yeah, no.
I don't want to liken the
but, like,
circumstances, you know what I mean? Like, they're very different.
No,
but,
I follow
but
what you're saying.
I think that your body, your choice, this is important, and this isn't hurting anyone, is basically what I get at the end of the day. But also my situation, my mom let me take care of my body. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was my body, my choice, and she acknowledged that. I don't really remember any argument over it.
She
to be
just
honest with
kind of
you.
was like, okay, if that's
Okay.
what you want.
Yeah. Which isn't my mom.
That's true.
She's like, I'm nervous, it's dick. Answer?
Yeah.
Or do you have anything to contribute in terms of advice?
I'm not seeing the huge importance as to why, but I did notice what you were talking about. This says circumcision is part of the conversion process. So that
Okay.
was a good point made by you. That it's
Yeah,
like,
you
it's
have
not
to
like
be
they're
circumcised
married
to
and-
convert.
or wanting to get married, right?
And this is one of those societal things that where you have to make the decision as an individual. You know, is it important enough to you to be circumcised, to go through this pain, quote unquote, agony, etc., to be with the one that you love, right?
Yeah.
You have to make that choice yourself. Like,
Yep.
you can't. But right now, it doesn't seem like they're engaged.
Right.
It's a girlfriend.
Right.
Fuck off.
Also,
Yetta.
it's the girlfriend's mom, not the girlfriend. I could see maybe
Yeah.
I'll like, okay, maybe I'll think about it if the girlfriend was like, this is really important for me, or like,
Yeah, but in Jewish
Whatever.
culture, the parent's opinion carries a lot of weight.
well, clearly if the
Yeah.
mom feels fucking ballsy enough to no.
But also, like, talk to your
It's
girlfriend and be
not
like, tell your
circumcised.
mom to fuck off.
Right, like why
Like,
did
you don't have a problem putting your tongue in there.
Yeah, you didn't have to talk to your mom about my aunt either.
Clearly, she knows you guys are doing it,
Clearly.
you know?
Yeah, so I mean,
I'm going in. You ready?
yeah.
Not the anteater, but... Dear doesn't like pain. If you are seriously considering converting to Judaism, then you should discuss your concerns with a rabbi. Oh. If not, it's time to inform your girlfriend's mother that there are certain subjects you feel are none of her beeswax, and that part of your anatomy is first on your list. That was it.
Oh, talk to a rabbi.
Talk to a rabbi and tell your not future mother-in-law.
Get off my dick.
Get off my dick.
Get off my dick tip.
Oh my God. That's it. But that's what people write about in 2010. I hope you guys were all entertained. I was really hoping for something a little bit more cultural. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so maybe the bris is cultural, but I don't think the religion has changed much in 12 years.
Probably not.
No. But I just mean, like, in terms of, like, the American culture and things that we do, to kind of see, like, different aspects of it. Like, but maybe we need to go further back, maybe 2000, to see that shift.
Let's do it.
We've been living in this comfort for way too long.
Very true.
And we're so uncomfortable.
Very true. We outgrown this one also. We always need questions for later.
This is a quick one. Well, actually.
Maybe.
This is, no pun intended.
We're not.
Help, I caught my son in a compromising position with a vacuum cleaner.
Can we just not have a third question this time? Where's Sarah?
Why?
Because I feel like she's probably gone through this.
I'm gonna text her. Dear Prudence.
Dear Sarah.
I came home early from work on Friday to the unexpected sound of the vacuum cleaner running in my 12-year-old son's room, thinking that perhaps this was a sign of the apocalypse. My son cleaning his room without major nagging on my part. I burst in there and caught him with his pants down and the hose attachment attached to his, well, you know. He froze like a deer in headlights, and after picking my jaw up off the floor, I mumbled something stupid like, "Excuse me," and turned around and walked out and hid in my room. He left to go to his dad's for the weekend shortly thereafter. He will be home tomorrow night after school, and I don't know what to say to him. Actually, do I have to say anything to him, or can I just act as though this never happened, or not say anything about it at all? I much prefer option 2, by the way. What do you think?
I don't think I can give advice because I have a daughter, not a son.
Okay, so what if you caught her with what vibrates in the kitchen? I don't know.
I would act like it never happened.
You could probably catch her with the vacuum because it does vibrate a little bit. I'm just saying.
I already said it to spin.
That's the washing machine. So if you walked in and caught her with the washing machine,
I think I would just ignore it.
Really?
What am I going to say? First of all, you're 12. I'm not about to go buy some toys for my 12-year-old.
Right.
But I'm also not about to shame you for being a human. It's unconventional, your methods.
Yes. Next time you use a paper towel roll like the rest of us. Just kidding.
Paper towel rolls? That's a thing?
For those who can fit it in there.
I was going to say.
Can you put your hands down, please?
I mean, if a 12-year-old can use a paper towel roll, I'm definitely not saying shit to him. But also, when I was younger, little sounds...
You can't use it in this context.
When I was younger, I was exploring and my mom caught me and can we start over? I don't want to tell this story anymore.
I will exit out if you want me to.
I was in the living room.
So you still want to tell it.
But nobody was around. And it wasn't like a full-blown, like, oh, I'm going to, do my thing right here on the couch. It just was like I was doing something else and was like, oh, wait. You know what I mean?
I'm curious.
Also, I was younger. So it wasn't... And my mom, like, fucking had a meltdown. She
why? Because it wasn't Jesus?
Well, yes, it definitely had to do with religion.
Right.
But also I was in the living room on the couch. I thought I was being...
In the privacy of your own public.
like sneaky or something. Anyways, she embarrassed me. You know what I mean? And that's hurtful for a child. And And although I do agree that she was correct in, well, I guess I agree that there is, in my situation, it was like, we don't do that in places where people can see you.
Mm-hmm.
That was not the approach she took. But she also embarrassed me for not just where the place was and where I was doing it and that type of thing. So I think that it matters.
Well, that's where I was going to go.
What I'm saying is he was in his room. The door was shut. There's no need to bring it up.
I agree, and I also disagree. I agree. The best course of action here to spare embarrassment all around is just, let it be.
Yeah.
But I also think that there is a side on the child, or on the child, the mind. This doesn't feel right. Your offspring.
Good pick.
Thank you. There's a part there that, like, I also want to make sure that they know I'm not mad at them, because that's a thing. Like, masturbation, things like that are so stigmatized, or they have been. You know what I mean? Where, like, you're made to feel wrong about it, especially if you're in a religious household, or if you're in a household where it's like, you don't talk to kids about XYZ. So I wonder if in your situation it would have been different if your mom had just been like, okay, close the door, and then, like, later on went to you and said, honey, it's okay, everyone does that, just maybe if you did that in your room and locked it. In this case, he was in his own room, but he was caught. Like, wouldn't you kind of feel better that you weren't in trouble, rather than kind of be on the edge of your seat waiting for punishment to be dulled down because you got caught with a Dyson?
I think if after this happened and I saw my parent and they didn't say anything, I would feel better.
Interesting.
I think if they were like, honey, then I'm gonna be like, fuck my life.
Interesting. I feel like I would feel better if I got absolved.
I feel like that would make me feel worse.
Really?
Because now you're acknowledging it.
I tell my kid all the time, like, I don't know why you take forever in the bathroom. I don't know why the shower is running forever, but whatever you're doing on the toilet doesn't need the shower running.
That's a different situation.
It's a totally different situation.
You're wasting water.
Yes. Yes, my glass is empty, but I will toast to it. You are so right.
I just think, leave that alone. He was in his room.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I also don't want him to feel like he's in trouble.
It's going to feel way more shameful for you to acknowledge it out loud.
Yeah. And, remember those water snake things that used to play with your hand where it just keeps slipping out of your hand?
Yes.
I'm going to buy him one. The writer's son. Because leave my fucking vacuum alone.
Oh.
Vacuums are expensive, A.
Also,
and B. Yeah.
Anywho.
Response?
Yes.
All right. Sorry, I just read the first line. Actually, I didn't read it. I just saw one word.
I'm not going to drink yet.
Are you ready? I sincerely hope that Dyson Company doesn't see your letter and come up with a new line of vacuums guaranteed to suck the living daylights out of the user. First, you may want to pick up a copy of Portnoy's Complaint. Let's just say the liver scene should reassure you that young men have always been creative when it comes to relief. Ew. Normally, I agree with you, Mom, that backing away quickly is the right path to take when stumbling upon such an uplifting scene. But I'm actually worried about the amount of suction your son could be applying to his private parts and the potential for gunking up the machine's filter.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Vacuums are expensive.
I thought about that part, but I'll buy a new vacuum before I just...
You're going to be out thousands of dollars.
I'll buy a different vacuum that maybe can't be disassembled.
Less suction.
Is that the right word?
Defiled.
Disassembled.
Taken apart.
You can't put.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yourself in nowhere.
Or defiled.
Yep.
I think this situation calls for man-to-man talk. I hope you have the kind of relationship where you can tell your ex about this and you both can laugh. Then your son's father can have a good humored talk in which he explains that there are lots of ways to accomplish his goal, but it's a good idea to keep the household appliances out of it. Emily Yaffe.
Oh, Emily.
Imagine if he fucking took it up with the mixer later. Like,
explain that one to the doctor. This ain't on me. These were great questions.
They were really great questions. See what happens when we don't think too hard?
Slate never disappoints. Or
Never.
Prudy. Actually,
Prudy.
that was Yafe.
That one was Yafe. The other ones, I don't think they were all Emily.
Anyways, we love all of them.
We do love Emily, though. I think that's it. That's all we've got for you folks this week.
That's all we got time for.
That's all we've got time for.
We got churrin to pick up.
We got Charon.
Churrin.
Churros?
Isn't that cereal?
No. Oh, yes. Cinnamon Toast Crunch
Churros. Yes, I had some.
Yes, but I'm actually talking about real churros.
I don't know what a real churro is.
Guys, we've got to go. I got to go make churros.
Oh my God. We're gotta go.
We got to go.
Thank you for listening.
No.
Check out last week's episode with Rachel Sievers and Consent to Treat.
Yes, it was so powerful. If
Let
you
your
haven't listened to
son
that,
do his thing.
no.
And you've been ill-advised. I just want churros.
I know. How about we start with send us your questions, your comments, and all of your concerns. illadvisedthepodcast@gmail.com and your wines.
Or beverages.
And beverages. And you can catch up on all of our episodes at illadvisedthepodcast.com.
Also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at illadvisedthepodcast.
You guys are fantastic. You're wonderful. Get an Orica Hoover doesn't do shit.
You've been ill-advised.
Ill-Advised is hosted and produced by Stephanie and Ray.
AKA your Biffs.
Send us your questions, your comments, all of your concerns
And your drink recommendations.
to illadvisedthepodcast@gmail.com. You can catch up on all of our episodes and our show notes at illadvisedthepodcast.com.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at illadvisedthepodcast. And don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe.
On Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you listen.
You've been ill-advised.